So JD, a tough night here in Tonbridge. We lose 1-0, but that probably doesn't tell the story of the game. We missed a penalty early before they've scored, and then had Jack sent off again in the last minutes of the game. Sum that one up, I guess.
Yeah, difficult evening. I thought performance levels was pretty strong in terms of the first half. I didn't think there was kind of much in it. We obviously get a penalty, we miss a penalty. They then score, so we've defended it poorly, so we've got to defend that area better. And then they did miss a good chance after that, to be fair, to go 2 up, so there's no grumbles with that. And then I think after that we've kind of got in some really good areas in the first half, and we've failed to final pass, final shot. We've just let ourselves down slightly. Connor Stevens hits the bar from a corner. And we come out second half, just tweaked a few things, and like I said, I think the performance level was pretty strong, but we've kind of got up until their box, and we've just kind of maybe failed just with that final bit of quality, if you like. But I think if we scored a penalty, I think obviously it's a different game, and I think I thought at one point we could get back into it just with us creating a couple of chances, but credit to them, they've got in front, they've worked hard, and they've kind of got their result over the line, so fair play to them.
It's fair to say we're in a bit of a tricky spell at the moment. We sort of knew that a tricky spell would come at some point this year. How do we, I guess, take the positives from a game like today and move forward on that?
Yeah, I think just the performance levels. I think the results previously, we can look at the records and players against enough, and that hasn't helped us. And you look at today, I know we've taken another record, but it's at the end of the game, so I don't think that's impacted the actual result because it comes so late. So I think we have to go back to being a bit more disciplined in what we're doing. Like I say, I think it was a soft goal that we've conceded. So I think we need to go back to just being a bit more disciplined. It is a little bit of a tricky time. Like I say, I think it comes, and coming up the level as well. You're playing against better teams and better quality players. So you get punished a bit more. So when you get yourself in this little bit of a run, you have to get yourselves out of it. But I think it's a time where you just stay calm. We're not even halfway through the season. It is a bit of a tricky period for us, but I'm sure the boys will stick together. We'll stick together, and we'll get ourselves another victory sooner rather than later.
We had quite a bit of joy, I guess, all game, with Connor Roberts overlapping down the right-hand side, flashing a couple of balls across the box, and just, I guess, missing that final touch on it. Great to see him back.
Yeah, he just gives a bit of quality. Connor makes really good decisions. He's a good technical player, like when to cross, when to pass, so that side of it was pleasing. It actually took him a couple of crosses probably to get into it a little bit before then he got his range, and he's like I say, he's had a couple of flash across the box, but as a forward player we've got to be looking at that. If those crosses are going in, we've got to be looking to go and score those. That happened, that kind of pattern, if you like, in the first half, just with Connor Roberts and Brad, and where we tried to kind of get a 2v1 situation, so that was pleasing. And like I say, I think generally our getting from our box to their box was pretty positive. I just think that final bit in the box is just where we've come a bit short tonight.
It was great to see on the bench tonight Harry Rush back after pretty much a year out injured.
Yeah.
He's been obviously playing a couple of games for Bedford. How good is it to see somebody back after what has been a really tough recovery for him?
Yeah, it's just obviously it's like a year now, wasn't it? New Year's Day last year when he done it. It was a brutal injury for him, and he's worked so hard with his rehab and what he's done, and he's a credit. He's a great character. Got a lot of time, for Rushy, and it's good to see him. He still needs to. He's filled the bench today because we're light. We've taken a bit of hit with bodies recently, injuries and stuff. So he's come, to come over to help us fill the bench, and he's still getting some minutes in games. He needs to. I think his fitness levels are there, but just his timings. He needs to. He needs to get up. Yeah. The club over the last couple of years, we've taken some hits with some bad injuries. So, when those guys like Carl and Rushy, and it's good to see Zach back out there again, getting another 20 minutes. When you see those guys get back on the pitch, it's good to see, because they work so hard behind the scenes, and it was good to see Rushy tonight.
The small matter of Dorking Wanderers coming to the Meadow on Saturday. Thoughts ahead of that one?
Yeah, it's again, we all spent so much hard work and time off the field and on the field to get to this level, right? And these are the games you want to play in. We want to be at this level. We want to play against Dawkins, and one like I said, I think like a week ago. Between like Bournemouth, Dawkins, and Eastbourne, those guys are kind of going for the league title, and they, I'm in a top side, quality side. They've got some, they've got some players that have, played in national leagues and even higher, like full-time football and that. So, but I think we've got to welcome the challenge. I don't think you can go there. I'm sorry, they come to us, but I don't think there can be any fear in the game. I think the same. We need to, study them and work out a plan how we're going to go and beat them. So yeah, let's welcome the game Saturday and see what we can do.
Thanks, JD, for your thoughts, and we'll see you Saturday.
Cheers. Thanks.